Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary Kwamboka. For new viewers, you are most welcomed. Please consider subscribing, like, share and comment my video. That is the best way of supporting me, and let us continue growing together. My returning and those who watch my premiere, may good God continue to bless you for always coming back to support me. I can't take it for granted. May good God continue to bless all of you, my new, my returning, and those who watch my premiere. May God's blessings fall upon into your lives, and for those who have channel, may God continue to grow your channel. About from the title say, how serious are we about sins? How serious are we as Christians about sins? So the Bible here is warning us how to be serious about sins, not to sin. So I'm going to read from the Bible, the book of Hebrews, chapter 3, verses 13, which says, encourage one another as long as is called today, so as none of you will be hardened by sin deceitfulness. To encourage one another so long as it is today. So we are supposed to encourage one another every minute, every second, so that none of us may be fallen into the deceitfulness of sins, because this world there is a lot of sins and Satan is there. So when Satan sees those people who believe in God, those people who are seriously following God, he will make sure he will come with a lot of strategy so that he can pull you away from serving God, so that you can start sin. So this is warning about the Bible is warning us about the stubbornness of sin is to entrap, so that we can our faith will continue moving from God, so that we can be deceived by the world materials, for the things which cannot add value onto our lives, from the things which can make us to lose to enter to heaven. So we are supposed to be serious, to encourage each other, to look for someone who is serving God, encourage him or her. Let us continue encouraging each other, because the world is so wicked too. If we cannot encourage each other, someone may face a small or a little challenge, and that little challenge that person faced, he might pull down or she might pull out, not serving God again, not believing in God again. So that's why we are supposed to encourage each other. So long as we are there, so long as we live, let us continue encouraging. When someone is in trouble or in challenges, encourage the person, because that trouble the person is undergoing may pull him or her away from God, and he can stop serving God. He may think that if I'm serving God, if I'm being faithful to God, but still I go all through this, does God really know me, or does really God see what I'm going through? So we are supposed to continue encouraging each other, because God sees and knows everything. So this is now the Bible said to warning us. Remember, and let us not be those people who still complain and talk things that God does not see us, God has left us, God has never left us. He is there for us. We are supposed to build a strong faith to God. Remember, when we are building your strong faith to God, you cannot fall into trap of sins. You will stand firm. When the sins come, you will stand firm in your faith, and God will help you to fight for the challenge or the trouble which you may face. So if we cannot stand firm, we might be like Israelites, who God wants to rescue them from Egypt, where they were doing slavery. They were mistreated. They were going a lot of challenges. God so much to them, and He was taking them away from there. Since their faith was not strong, they did not hold to their faith. They kept on complaining. They kept on grumbling. They kept on questioning why God is pulling them out of Egypt. They could have stayed there, because there were fair. They were staying, even if they were doing hard work, even if they were being done as slavery, they were happy there. They started complaining. So as if God made a mistake of removing them away from his race. Remember, they did not hold on to their faith. That's why they kept on wandering. They suffered in the wilderness for 40 days, for 40 years. For 40 years suffering in the wilderness because of not believing in God, because of not holding on with their faith. Their stubbornness kept them wandering in the wilderness. So they kept complaining. So God became the object of their blame. So they started blaming God anything. Even if someone feels sick or did a mistake and something happens to him or her, he will blame to God. So they put a lot of blame to God. So they did not keep on to their faith. So we are supposed not to be same as Israel. So this is a warning. This is a teaching to us. Let us hold on to our faith. Let us hold to God. And God will always be there for us. He cannot leave us. He can never forsake us. And let us not always complain, because this world is so beautiful. The world you can look, Satan is there. Satan may bring a beautiful thing. When you look, you will be admired to that thing, and you might forget that you are serving God, so that you can learn to those things which your eyes admired, and you forgot about God completely. Now this is the warning to us. Continue encouraging one another, so that you cannot be deceived by the sins, because the sin can deceive you. You may see that this is the next thing, this is what I've been looking for, but not knowing that this thing which you have admired could lead you to destruction. It could lead you, it can make you to fail to achieve the blessings which God has put for you. It will destroy your life. And it will make your destiny to delay. You cannot reach your destiny on time. You may delay a lot of things. So let us hold to God and hold our faith. Everything we do, and let us encourage each other. When you see someone, his faith is dropping, go to that person and continue encouraging him or her, so that you can move forward one another, and God will be so happy. So let us be serious about the sins, because sins are there, and every time, every minute, if we cannot be careful, we sin to God every time, every moment, because we are sinners. We are not good to God. We are not holy to God. But when we continue encouraging one another, you may see that there is someone who was ready to despair, but we will keep on moving until we wait about one another, and God will be so happy. So let us be serious about the sins, because sins are there, and every time, every minute, if we cannot be careful, we sin to God every time, every moment, because we are sinners. We are not good to God. We are not holy to God. But when we continue encouraging one another, you may see that there is someone who was ready to despair, but we will keep on moving until we wait, as we wait the kingdom to come. He may give us challenges, and God is warning us. So let us be careful in this world. Let us be careful not to sin, because sin are everywhere. And if we cannot be serious, and if we cannot continue encouraging one another, many will despair, many will start complaining, many they will start doing their own. They will stop trusting in God, and they will stop following God. So let us encourage one another. When you see your fellow Christian is dropping from faith, from trusting God, encourage her. Keep telling her that we will continue, we will make it. There's nothing impossible. So let us continue, and everything will be fine, because there are those who despair. When one is there and they face a slight problem or challenge, that person may disappear from trusting God. So let us encourage one another. Even if we are in a big challenge, we will continue trusting in God, and how God will help us until we conquer, and everything will go on smoothly. So believe in God, trusting in God, and let us not be trapped into satanic way, this world materials, because they cannot add any value onto our lives. But the only person we are supposed to trust is God, because God is everything onto our lives. So it's you to ask yourself, how serious are you about sins? How serious are you? How are you taking sins like? And everything will be fine. And that you will decide, you will know how to do and what to do, how to encourage others, so we can move on the same level, and God will be so happy with you. My new viewers, please consider subscribing, like, share and comment to my video. My returning, I can't thank you enough for always coming back to subscribe, to like, to comment, to watch my Premier Line. I can't thank you enough. May God continue to bless you, returning new and my Premier Line. God bless you, and His blessings of the Lord fall upon your life. Thank you so much. Be blessed.